Well, what do you know? 2025. We're reaching the end of our year, and I gotta say, this has been one of the craziest years yet. I don't even know where to begin with all of it. I guess let's start from the top. This year, I moved out of my home state, Florida, to West Virginia. This was the toughest thing I've ever did. Moving took most of my time. I barely had time for anything. In February, I was able to get a temporary job to support myself financially, but by moving, I had to sacrifice a lot. I had to say goodbye to someone very important to me, but don't worry, we still keep in touch, and I enjoy their company very much, so no sadness here. But the biggest impact upon me was not being able to stream. Before the move, I was streaming over 5 times a week, and I had a ton of freedom. But because of this move, I focused on settling into my new state more than streaming. That doesn't mean I haven't streamed since, it just means that it's been a while since I streamed consecutively. You occasionally see me go live here and there, but never on a timely schedule. Just when I feel like it. Don't worry, I am coming back, it's just taking longer than I thought. I know you gotta be tired of hearing that now, but I promise I ain't going anywhere. And to all my loyal viewers who are still sticking with me in this crazy time, you all are amazing. I seriously couldn't ask for better people such as yourself. We will come back, and we will come back strong. But a lot of amazing games have been released this year, and they've had me hooked. That Epic Mickey Rebrush, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which I still think is a good game. I know it fell out, but I think it's a good game. Mario Luigi Brothership, and so much more. I can't even list them all. Although Splatoon 3 has ended its life cycle, I occasionally return to play, but not as often as I used to. Mostly just coming around for Splatfests, big runs, or any other major event. It's still one of my favorite game series though, and that will never go away. That game got me through a lot. From my best days to my worst. From new hopes to tragic heartbreaks. But no matter what, this game is stuck to my side, and I'll never forget that. I even started working on a script dedicated to all of my friends who have played Splatoon 3 with me. It's never been officially posted, but I have saved on my Google Docs for a while now. If it's still something you wish to see, just let me know in the comments. But by far, one of the greatest things that I have done this year was a little something called the Nintendo Switch Online Playtest Program. That was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. Although I am not allowed to share any of the content related to it here on this video, I can say that it was one of the most amazing experiences ever. I so hope to see this get a full release in the future. I plan to make tons of videos regarding it if it ever sees the light of day. So keep an eye out for that. I also got my hands on some TCG Pocket streams. I'm a huge fan of the Pokemon TCG, and I have learned about it every day. So getting an easy mobile version of it was one of the greatest things ever. So definitely expect more streams with that. But moving on to more life experiences, I've been on the craziest roller coasters of emotions, but I'm hanging on. Although I've been getting more sleepy after work, so I might incorporate more sleeping after work instead of those sleepless nights. I work from 2:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., so streaming nights might be limited to days I don't work. So expect more streams in the morning when I'm settled. I also learned how to do basic soldering. So my microphone broke, and I wanted to see if I was able to fix it. I was not able to fix it. But it was fun to go through my microphone, and I might get back into it once I get a better workstation, but we'll come to that when the time comes. Finally, as of right now, I've been focusing on more of like a potential refresh for my streams. I'm hoping to do a big overhaul. I'm hoping to do a complete change with this Price of Magic. Although still being the faithful professor I am, you'll see some new emotes, contents, and almost new everything. So I really hope you're excited to see it as I am when we move into 2025. And now, we reach the most fabled part. Where do we go from here? Well, let's do like we did just last time and, throw away that script. Alright. Time to speak from my heart. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This was one of my toughest years yet. Um, I really don't know what to say about it. It was really, really hard for me. That move from Florida to West Virginia really, really took a lot out of me. And streaming just wasn't as easy as me just getting on my computer and turning it on. I've been moving furniture. I've been going back to Florida to pick up some furniture from a house. I was spending my whole year trying to get my house sold back in Florida, and mostly all of it was just so much work. And on top of that, I was still trying to find my own job. I was scouring workplaces just to find a good job to work at. I finally found one, which is great. And we did get the house sold, so everything's going great. But I'm not there yet. I'm still not there. And throughout this year, my own emotions have been going through this crazy roller coaster, and I'm still trying to process everything. I'm still trying to figure everything out. It's going to be very hard, but I'm going to figure it out. Whether that be all the way into the next year or maybe within a month, I'm going to understand it and I'm going to be better from it. When my microphone broke, I really couldn't do anything streaming related, so that's when I got this new one. And I'm actually using that right now to record this video. So if I do sound any different, let me know. I am still fiddling with its settings. I'm still trying to understand it, so I'll figure that out when the time comes. I'm going to be on a quick break for this winter, for December. Sorry, again, I'm off script. So I'm going to be not working for about 2 weeks. Luckily, I'm getting paid, so that's good. Um, Other than that, though, I'm going to start working on YouTube more, actually. So, one thing I've always wanted to do when I had a YouTube channel was make a lot of like challenge videos and a lot of like commentary playthroughs. One of the biggest things I wanted to do was Luigi's Mansion. There is these cool mods I found for Luigi's Mansion about making the game extra difficult, adding more content, and I really want to embrace my love for Luigi's Mansion by playing those games. If you guys ever come up with some fun challenges you think I might enjoy, definitely let me know. I'd love to do videos about that. But to top everything off, the very last thing I want to talk about is this story that I've been writing. So if any one of you who's been in my streams, you know about The Legend of Magic. It's basically a story that I've been writing pertaining to my Twitch persona, The Price of Magic. It's basically his story about how he became the professor that you see standing here today. And when I first started writing the chapters, I didn't really have a direction of where I wanted to go. I kind of just came up with something that felt cool in my head, and I just kind of went from there. It didn't really work out once I hit like chapters 4 and 5. I was trying to struggle figuring out how I wanted to progress with it. So, what I decided to do was I just completely wiped that story and I'm starting fresh. But instead of just starting to write the story and just go from there, I'm actually creating this really nice plot line for the story. So you're going to have like the world building, you're going to have the characters and how they interact with each other. You're going to have the chapters in a nice organized sheet. And I'd love to show you guys how that's progressing. But it could be a little bit spoilerish because you'll be seeing like the ends of the chapters, but overall, it's still pretty cool. Now, I haven't gotten to actually writing the story yet because I'm still in this organizational progression phase. But once I hit a point where I want to take a break from all that and actually start writing the story, I'm going to start doing that. So expect this story to have a very nice progressional scale. I don't know how I'm going to do it in a release format, So maybe I might make like a new chapter a month, so you always have something new to read, and or I might just release it when I want to because I don't really have a confirmed schedule. So just look forward to it. I hope you enjoy it. I know it's kind of random, but yeah. But let me finalize all of this by saying one last thing, and that's thank you. I know I'm not this very consistent streamer. I'm not very on the nose when it comes to things. I just kind of do things when I want, and I'm not consistent. And I don't know. I've been pretty, I don't know. I just been pretty out of it. I really do hope to continue on in the future with a more organized, you get the picture. I don't know how to word things properly. For all the people who've been by my side throughout this entire crazy progression in my life, not just streaming, but in my life, I seriously want to thank you guys. You don't really know how much you help by just staying around. A lot of people who tend to do things like this when they don't see people make a lot of content or they see them not do things like streaming wise, a lot of people just kind of see him as a dead channel or something and they just tend to leave. But for the people I know, you guys are still here. You guys still support me. And I don't understand. There are days I don't understand, but it doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. For all those people who actually stay with me, even throughout this craziness, and I know I repeat myself a lot. I repeat myself so much. It really, really means a lot. I know I'm just kind of pushing this out. I'm trying to prolong this, but I really want to say thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for helping me push on. I really want to grow. I really want to expand. And I hope that once I'm settled up here in West Virginia, when I can make consistent schedules and I'm not jumping to and from Florida to pick up furniture, and when I can actually get a consistent YouTube schedule going on and a consistent streaming schedule, that you'll see me like how I was in the past. I'm I'm still growing up. I still got a lot to learn. I may be your professor, but at the end of the day, I'm still just kind of like a student, kind of like how I went back to college. But seriously, thank you. This is about the end of this year. Let's make 2025 something to appreciate. Let's make this one of our best years yet, all right? That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until then, Jinzo out.